Let's see what the news media is hiding from you today. What is conveniently keeping hidden? The biggest stories this morning are not the stories the corporate media wants you focused on. There are a lot of things going on. A suspected arson case following these fires out in Washington state. They probably won't talk about that. Fauci is facing new questions. Taxpayers may be funding another government experiment. And Spain's border system, well, that's a perfect example of what's happening here. Don't vote for anyone supporting amnesty. Right now, I'm going to show you what happened and what the headlines conveniently left out. Let's start off with a little bit of encouragement.
We come to this place for MAGA to fight, and win. Because we need that, all of us. The indescribable feeling we get when we hear the national anthem. And stand together, stronger than ever before. Under this administration, we're going somewhere we've never been. We aren't just watching history, we're making it. Rebuilding our country better than ever. A country where we don't do heartbreak, we do victory. An America that is safer, more secure, more prosperous. And any setbacks that stand in our way simply makes the comeback that much sweeter. Welcome to the golden age.
Welcome to the golden age. I love that. Doom and gloom to those who groom. Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's get into some of this, right? So apparently the authorities arrested the arson suspect, one of them. This is allegedly, so I can't convict anyone here. I'm not a jury. I'm not a judge. I'm not the executioner. I'm not a defense attorney. I'm not a trial lawyer. Okay? But on a submarine, missing information is not an inconvenience. It can get people killed. If a contact report leaves out the range, the bearing, the speed, the angle on the bow, sometimes collisions happen. And the intent of another vessel is very important when you're out in the seven seas. And right now, I believe the intent of the news media is to not provide you with intelligence. It's a dangerous illusion, ladies and gentlemen. That is exactly how I audit the news media. I look at what they report, what they soften, and most importantly, what they leave out. Because omission can shape public opinion just as effectively, sometimes better, than an outright lie. By the end of the live stream this morning, I'll show you which of these stories poses the greatest long-term threat to ordinary Americans. Here's the twist. It may not be the wildfire, the border crisis, or even Fauci. The real danger is the pattern connecting all of them. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let's get right into this. The AP, the misinformation hotline. Look at this.
This was my childhood home. My family lived in for 18 years. We moved here when I was 11, and I'm 29 now. Yeah, we lost literally everything. All the family heirlooms, all of mine and my siblings' childhood pictures, all the baby clothes. I'm pretty sure my grandpa's ashes, jewelry, my grandpa's old war stuff. Everything, my grandma's old hats and coats, everything.
But hey, let's send more money to Ukraine. Do you like how they trot out this compassion? Only when it's convenient. This woman, these people are Americans, and they deserve more than this. More than just the opportunity to come on camera and cry. They deserve some damn answers. That's what we demand here. But apparently they arrested some dude there. We've got some images of homeboy. Here we go, right here. This is the suspect. Notice I said suspect named, what's this guy's name? Let's see here. His name is Aaron Farinacci. This is a suspect who started the fires, allegedly. His name is Aaron Farinacci. Someone asked Grok, is he a liberal or a Democrat? This is the good part. You're going to love this. No public information shows his political affiliation. He is the 37-year-old Spokane man arrested Monday on suspicion of first-degree arson. He has a prior Arizona manslaughter conviction from 16 years ago for fatally shooting his father during an argument, wait for it, over who was going to do the dishes. Hey, Dad, throw my cup in the washing machine. No. Okay, I'm going to shoot you. Wow. Here we go. How does shooting his father over dishes end up as manslaughter? Was he trying to shoot to wound, ended up accidentally killing him? Public reports describe the deliberate act after arguing over dishes, locked himself in his parents' bedroom, took a gun from the nightstand, shot his father twice when the father unlocked the door and entered, then pointed the gun at his mother before shooting himself. He survived. What a shame. He was initially charged with premeditated murder. The charge was reduced to manslaughter. Available public resources do not detail the exact reasons for the reduction or any claim. I'm sure he just needed more hugs. It was not Aaron's fault. But now he's allegedly tied to the fires in, I almost said Ukraine. It's Spokane. Spokane, not Ukraine. But think about how much money should be going to the American people rather than this garbage dumpster fire every other country has a problem with. This is crap.
Arrest of a suspect in the start of the Old Trails fire that started on August 1st at about 10 a.m. About 5 p.m. this afternoon, we executed an arrest warrant and search warrant in the city of Spokane, and we took 37-year-old Aaron Farinacci, a convicted felon, into custody on a single charge of arson in the first degree. Mr. Farinacci is currently in custody and being interviewed by detectives from our major crimes unit here in the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. The witness, a citizen, very good citizen, noticed a male standing on the side of the road looking into the trees as he was going to pick somebody up. About 10 minutes later, as he was coming back through the area, he noticed the male was bending down near some grass. At that point, the male stood up and looked very nervous, according to our citizen witness. At that point, the male walked away. The citizen returned to their house. A short time later, after being at home, they saw smoke coming from what they believed was the area that they had seen the male bending down by the side.
Somebody said, so where's he from? What info do we know about him? Go back and rewind it. We just said he was in prison in Arizona for shooting his dad, Bobby Lee. Change the hearing aid batteries, buddy. There we go. So this is Aaron Farinacci. I'm sorry, I'm salty. I just don't care anymore. If you don't understand sarcasm, it's probably going to be an uncomfortable ride for you here. I just don't give two shits about people's feelings anymore. Okay? I'm just out of feelings. Fill out the ID10T form while you're at it and connect to the complaints department. By the way, I'm the complaints department. Okay? But this is what's happening right now, right? We got these wildfires. These people are responsible. They're a bunch of damn, I just don't know why we can't. What happened as to when people just started hating America? A nice saltine cracker in the morning. Exactly. If you're not here for the salty takes, I don't know what you're here for. It's not the good looks, right? It's not the good looks. Let's see here. I wanted to show you this. I've got so much news going on this morning. Man's been arrested. Old Trails fire, one of the 3 wildfires burning in Spokane County. Aaron Farinacci, there you go. Fire officials have said they're looking into how each of the 3 fires started. They're perp walking them out. Good job. Good job. Even CNN is reporting on the arrest. I can't believe this. We got journalists that's being chased and threatened in Ceuta, Spain. Nick Shirley goes to Ceuta, Spain, gets chased. Nick Shirley's a good dude. I think he might be making bad decisions. I probably wouldn't be going anywhere they're going to be chasing me with knives. Here's the Red Cross passing out food, and look at all the women. Look at all the women. A lot of chicks with the D word there. Where's all the women and kids getting food from Red Cross? And why is Red Cross in Spain? Why aren't they here in, I don't know, Spokane, Washington, helping the citizens there? Come on, man. I'm glad. Asylum. He had his asylum sign. I think they're going to run out of water bottles. Anybody guessing they're going to run out of water bottles? Somebody said, "What's a woman?" You're starting to get the sarcasm. If you're not sarcastic, you will absolutely make yourself insane. Look at this. They got a long line. They're going to need Jesus to roll out the 2 fish and 2 pieces of bread to feed all these people. Look at that. They all got their $200 soccer jerseys. Hey, you, go get some water. Yeah, okay. Wow. There you go. He's got the peace sign. He's like, deuces, coming to Minnesota, baby. I'm rolling deep. Throwing my gang sign. I'm headed to Michigan. I'm headed to New York City. I'm going to Montana, Seattle. Think about it. This is the, I'm a Democrat voter. You got it? Are you starting to understand this bullshit now? And the Red Cross is feeding these people. Why is the Red Cross nowhere near Washington State? Why are they not there? Where's the Red Cross at for these people? Oh, somebody said it in the comments. Washington State, Spokane's too white. Got it. Here's my, I don't know a gang sign for white people. Maybe it's the hand over the heart. Maybe it's the Pledge of Allegiance. Maybe it's the national anthem. That's right. Okay. Damn it. Thank you for slapping me back into some reality. Gosh, this is the reality I want to see. Man, there's a lot of people. Here we go. Team Tallarico. Check out what kind of reality this is. You get some paid actors. They all look like Rachel Levine. And you pay them to say, hey, vote for Tallarico.
And you are all 3 women who have been Republicans for most of your voting lives. Who's voting for James Tallarico?
Also gave him my money.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
He was a middle school teacher in public school in Texas. And
they're all voting for Tallarico. Rachel Levine has been in hiding until now.
Voting lives. Who's voting for James Tallarico?
Me!
Also gave him my money.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
he was a middle school teacher in public school in Texas, and they started cutting all his funding. And he said, well, if I can't change my school, then I'm going to need to change my state. And that's so becoming of a leader. I want a middle school teacher who's like, hey, this is broken. Somebody needs.
I want a middle school teacher that doesn't talk to my kid about their gender. I want a middle school teacher that doesn't pretend to be a Christian. I want a middle school teacher that doesn't talk about gender shit. I want a middle school teacher that just, wait for it, educates, you dumbasses.
needs to fix it. Why not me? And I never send money to state people, but this year I did. I'm like, not only am I going to vote for you, I'm going to give you some money.
I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to cut into my Starbucks fund. I'm going to cut back on the pumpkin spice lattes. I'm going to cut back on the mocha chocolatas with sprinkles, and I'm going to give Talafrico some money so we can turn Texas purple. Yes! That's what they want to do.
I think Republicans are having a lot of moments like that where we're saying, this is not what I signed up for.
This is
give me
not
somebody
what I signed up
who's
for.
not extremist. I don't care what party they are. I'm going to vote for whoever is the most common sense and who I think would be the most likely to protect my kids.
You're never going to vote for a candidate that thinks exactly like you unless you run. You need to get on the bus that's driving closest to where you are.
You get on the short bus. You get on the bus with 4 seats. With one axle. That's what bus these people ride.
Want to end up. Talarico, I find him to be pretty moderate, and I think that is telling of what's happening in the state of Texas. The Republicans.
Talafrico's a moderate, and that's what's happening in the state of Texas, says Blanche Dorothy and what was the other chick's name? Not Alice. There was Blanche, Dorothy, and what was the other? I forget the other shithead's name. Where did they dig these 3 clowns up at? Yeah, he definitely moderate. Good grief. These people are absolutely insane if they think Talafrico is a moderate. You might as well, here's some irony for you. Holy crap, look at the irony right here. 150 migrants rescued after their boat catches fire in the English Channel. They were headed from France to England, headed towards Canterbury, the Canterbury Tales. Remember that song? Or remember that poem? It was actually a ballad. You can't make this up, people. You can't make it up. The news media is not going to talk about this. Only we do. That's why they hate us. They found them at a Boone's box wine. Yeah, they were drinking Riuniti at 8 in the morning. Some spumante is what I think these people were drinking. They were even ugly wine moms. Not even nice looking wine moms. Like, if you're going to be a wine mom, be a decent wine. I've got a clip of a wine mom. Hold on. Right here in Arkansas, we got a wine mom that she's gaining some popularity. Let me see if I can find. You're going to laugh. You're going to laugh at this. Okay, here we go. Her name is Amy Duvall. I'll probably get in trouble for this. I just don't care anymore. I just don't care. If you get arrested and your stuff is on TV or whatever, I can probably make fun of you. Where did we go to the, I need my overlays. Overlays, there we go. Aha! Let's go right here. We got a wine mom getting arrested, DUI, right here in Fayetteville. The audio's bad. It's windy. Very windy.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Officer Fish. I'm with the University of Arkansas Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is I got you on my LiDAR going 44 and a posted 25. Good, you get your driver's license with you? Real quick, I know.
44 and a 25. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So she's doing her stuff here, doing the little dance, sing a little song, getting down tonight.
And it's not my scene. If it were up to me, I would just take you to jail.
They handcuff her, all this other stuff. Then they look in her car and they find a White Claw can, some shot bottles from the airport. And then here's the good one. Here's the good one. She comes back out and makes a statement after she posts her bail. Gentlemen, enjoy.
Hey, what's up? I have been receiving an inordinate amount of messages today. I guess there's some content that went viral online somewhere on the interwebs. I just choose not to look at that, engage with it. I am about protecting my peace, and it doesn't really do good to revisit things that
she had to come on. She had to come on X and talk about how she's being like proposition. She wouldn't talk about her kids that were in the back while she's chugging the White Claw.
I have no control over at this point. But what I wanted to say, just to answer a few broad questions, no, I am not on OnlyFans, nor will I be getting on OnlyFans. No, I will not sell you a nude photo of me. No, I will not get married to you. Yes, I am single, but I am not accepting marriage proposals.
Not accepting marriage proposals, ladies. She'll not sell you any photos, not marry you, but she does need some money for getting arrested, right? Does need some money for that. Does need some money for the the DUI with the kids in the car. They should take the kids away. Hey, teacher, leave the kids alone, right? But nope, but the news media, we can't talk about this. See what I mean? It's disgusting. What's happened here is, I want to know your opinion. What should happen to the guy that maybe committed the arson? What should happen to these people? Where would you like to send them? Volvo driving soccer mom? No, actually, it was a Subaru. It was a Subaru. Study proposes halving the world's population by 2200 for sustainability. They're going to cut the population. They want to cut the population. Science believe the science. Scientists say we need to have the Earth's population to just 4 billion to save the planet, per Anthony Fauci. Says, you know what? We need to have the population. And I found an image here of all the scientists coming in. Here's one of the scientists coming in from, no, wait, this is just a guest from Tucker Carlson's show. Not really a scientist. Not really a scientist. But yeah, they want to have the population by 2200. Cut it in half. Get ready for another Wuhan death breath. We got some more of that coming out pretty soon. Look at that. Scientist. Fauci is going to bring it out. He's rolling deep with something. I don't know what they're going to bring out to kill us all, but, that's what they like to do most of the damn time. Kill them all, let God sort them out, right? But this is what's happening in the news this morning. We got Europe scrambling. Iran attacks a ship. MAGA movement. Socialists don't want to work. Okay. Yesterday was girlfriend day for all of you that are married and you got a little side piece. You better make sure your side piece gets a birthday card. She might dime you out. White House drops that golden age video. I love it. We'll play that again. Tucker Carlson claims Israel and the United States caused the migrant invasion in Spain. If you want to feel dumber, stand by. If you want to lick windows, stand by.
In the days following, it became really clear that this was not organic at all, that the Israeli government and the U.S. government, obviously knew this was happening and basically both governments were using mass migration as a weapon against a government that they don't like for various reasons, mostly because it's anti-Israel. And people were shocked to discover this. Were you shocked to discover that?
Again, kind of.
So Tucker Carlson is claiming that the United States, Gooch, let me know what quote I said. I'll say it again. Tucker Carlson is claiming that the United States and Israel are producing 38 kids per woman per year in Africa, and then we're sending them like an infection of locusts to countries that we don't like. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So somebody said I made a quote. Gooch, let me know what I said. I'll say it again. Does anybody give this guy any damn credit right now? Tucker has lost his freaking mind. Yeah, here's Trump. Hey, could I get Bibi Netanyahu on the phone, please? Yeah, right away, Mr. President. Bibi, thank you for taking my call. I know you were busy taking over the world, but can we produce about another 25 million mostly peaceful invaders and send them to Czech's map, Spain? Yeah, no problem, sir. No problem. We're right on that. He calls the Mossad. Mossad, get the baby makers. Roll the baby makers out. We need 25 Muslim babies yesterday. They all need to be 18 years old, fighting age males wearing soccer jerseys, holding signs that, looks like they attempted to spell asylum. Let's make the writing look like the Zodiac killer made the sign. Send them to Czech's chart. Spain, got it. Come on, man. This guy is absolutely insane. Fauci is now scared for his life. I'm trying to keep a straight face on this. Fauci is now scared for his life. Wait for it. Fauci, what about all the lives that you took, dude, with the Wuhan death breath? What in the hell? Do me a favor, buy me a coffee. Pryor's one of my moderators. There's a link in the chat. Buy me a coffee. I need it. I'll probably use the grounds and snort it. Some of you need a coffee enema because you're full of shit this morning. That's okay. Look, Fauci is scared for his life. Scared for his life. Okay, got it. Fauci, goodbye. Wrinkle neck down the drain. Fire one. Tube one. One of my buddies said, snapshot tube two. Elon Musk warns he'll, quote, finish the job being called a military target. Post came after reports on Eric, I can't even say his name, Hovavigam, whatever. Good Muslim name there. Former videographer for Zoran, who lives in Shanghai. Shares pro-China views. Gotcha. Including calling the U.S. the Fourth Reich. Sig Heil. And denying the Uyghurs genocide as CIA propaganda. We're not allowed to talk about the Uyghurs. They're in China. Supporters praise Musk's direct words as clear defense, sharing calls to protect Elon at all cost. Elon comes out and says, if you're coming for me, I will come after them and I will finish the job. He says, I got Charles Bronson on the payroll, bitch. There you go. Death Wish, assholes. I'm watching Death Wish tonight. Wife and daughter out of town. I'm about to watch some Death Wish. Look at this. This is the former governor of Washington, Jay Inslee. Here you go.
These massive fires in Spokane County. The whole state's under threat now. Climate change. Climate change isn't some existential global thing. It's our neighbors. It's our friends. We had a fight.
I'm sorry, but I will never vote for a politician with a speech impediment, a lisp. Jay Inslee's got a lisp. I could never call me whatever you want. I'm prepared. I will never vote for a politician with a speech impediment.
Fight for him. He had to evacuate because of these massive fires in Spokane County. The whole state's under threat now. Climate change. Climate change isn't some existential global thing. It's our neighbors.
Jay Inslee, meet climate change. It's the Arson. His name is Aaron Climate Change Fernacci. Sorry, I can't vote for anyone with a speech impediment. I just can't. There's no way I can make it through a 3-hour State of the Union address listening to somebody with a lisp. I just can't do it. Let's do here. I need more Tucker. I'm going to make all of you feel more intelligent today. Here we go.
The secrecy and the sneak attack that we started the Iran war off with. For the president of the United States to compare the way we just correctly, in my view, compare the way we began this war to the day that shall live in infamy. And to think back, to Pearl Harbor.
Almost no commentary in the fact it was a Pearl Harbor that we committed. People would say, "Oh, Roosevelt knew that the Japanese were going to."
So now Tucker says we committed Pearl Harbor. How many of you had friends and family that were kamikaze pilots in the Japanese planes? Did any of you have any family that were Japanese pilots? If you had a family member that was a Japanese pilot, in the chat, message me. I've got this nice Freedom UFC limited edition 250 coin, only available at the UFC event, that I will gladly place where the sun doesn't shine if any of you are watching that had a kamikaze pilot as a family member. This guy is full blown deficient.
Almost no commentary in the fact it was a Pearl Harbor that we committed. People would say, "Oh, Roosevelt knew that the Japanese were going to attack Oahu in December of 1941." I was like, "You must be crazy." Well, it turns out that's true. 1941, when we got into the war, when Roosevelt allowed Pearl Harbor to happen, which he did.
We knew to the morning that Pearl Harbor was going to get to.
It's clear there was foreknowledge of Pearl Harbor. It's just absolutely clear.
The secrecy and the sneak attack that we...
If Tucker said it, it's true. Just shut up, slave. Shut up, slave. The news media just told you what to believe. You freaking independent thinkers. You free thinking... You're absolute thought criminals. All of you are thought criminals for even wanting to believe something on your own that hasn't been deposited in your brain like a suppository from the news media. The news media is coming out with breaking news suppositories. You don't even lube them up. Just stick them right in your butt and believe whatever the hell they tell you. I can't believe this garbage. It chaps my butt that this is what we're all supposed to believe. Right? Here's a palate cleanser. I need a palate cleanser. Roll the palate cleanser.
We come to this place for MAGA to fight, and win.
They hate us.
Because we need that, all of us. The indescribable feeling we get when we hear the national anthem. And stand together, stronger than ever before. Under this administration, we're going somewhere we've never been. We aren't just watching history, we're making it. Rebuilding our country better than ever. A country where we don't do heartbreak, we do victory. An America that is safer, more secure, more prosperous. And any setbacks that stand in our way simply makes the comeback that much sweeter. Welcome to the Golden Age.
Welcome to the Golden Age. Oh, here we go. Ben, my brother flew PBYs in Vietnam. No, it's not close enough. Hell no, it's not close enough. Michael, nice try. No, I'm just kidding, Michael. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your brother's service. If you're a veteran in the chat, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Somebody just messaged me. Let me do my evil villain voice. Ben, YouTube, screw them with your show on a daily basis. They're giving you the thumbs down, changing our thumbs up to thumbs down. I don't care. I don't care where you put your thumb. Try your own butt, though. Don't start out with your thumb being in your own butt, not your friends. Okay, I don't care what YouTube does. I don't care what any of these platforms do. I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep talking about what we're seeing. I'm going to keep talking about what pisses me off and what gets me fired up in the morning. I'm going to talk about going and getting a cup of coffee here real quick while let me find some appropriate clip for me to go. Heartbreaking. 23-year-old woman identified as In-N-Out employee, lose her life, GoFundMe to lay her to rest. That's a sad situation there. That's horrible. Republican Senator Darlene Graham comes out. That's a word that her brother never used. In favor of nuking the filibuster to get the SAVE Act passed. Browbeats weakling Thune for planning the August recess. I stand with Trump 100%. Join him waking every single illegal immigrant right on our... Okay. You know what? I wish her the best. You don't want my opinion about that. You really don't want my opinion. I would probably anger a lot of people if I gave you my real opinion on that one. You know what? I've got something here I want to show you while I go pour myself another cup of salty coffee. This is people escape. This is Escape from Spokane. Escape from Spokane. I'm grabbing a coffee. Hit the like and subscribe. Thumbs up. Join the channel as a member. All that jazz. Right? Let me grab a coffee. This is America, where people have to flee a fire in the United States. I'm feeling salty. My wife and daughter are out of town. It's just me and the 30-30 right now. Me and the 30-30 is what's going on today. Okay? I'm going to take a handful of calls this morning. Turn the volume down. I just don't have time to tell you anything but that. I just don't care anymore if you call in and the phone line is, if you've got noise going on in the background, I'd probably just assume you're dumb and I don't want to talk to you anyway. So there you go. But the lines are open, 615-475-7864. Give me a call. Don't be dumb. Just don't be dumb. I hate starting my day off talking to dumb folks. If you're a troll, feel free. I know you're dumb and I love trolls. So I'm kind of torn on the troll thing. You know what I mean? But the lines are open. Give me a call. We'll take a handful. And if you don't want to call in, that's fine. I can go to work. We've had about a 38-minute show already this morning anyway. Homemades. Here we go. Look at this. Homeowners, Spokane fires. They did nothing. Looks like the fire truck just drove away. Spokane homeowner stated the fireman drove up, took pictures for his Instagram, did nothing. What the F? Are they joking? Hold on. Let's see this. Oh, yeah, there's a fire truck right there. Hey, neighbor, what's going on, dude? You got the grill going, bro? There's a dude in the driveway trying to get his old car out. Fire truck just rolls out. It's like, deuces. Wow. Okay. Man, get some sprinklers, right? Sprinklers would be a good idea right now. That's what I'm saying. Iran attacked a military base in Kuwait. It's just the same thing. I'm so glad that the Red Cross is passing out water to the migrant invaders, though. That's a great. We want them hydrated. We want our migrants hydrated. Let's hear from her. Let's hear from Heels Up Harris. Heels Up Harris makes fun of Biden.
Rank the top 3 most effective presidents in American history.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Mark, don't make me do that. couldn't sleep last night, and I was watching.
She couldn't sleep. How much vodka do you think it takes her to fall asleep? Oh, hold up. We got one. Hold up. I love this guy that comes in the chat. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. We now know USA received warning before Pearl Harbor. Prove it. Gunner's mate. Ben, it's history. Great. I think you want to be history. I see Hezbollah. Oh, you can. Not really that good at spelling, are you? There we go. Yeah, okay.
NPR was doing did anybody watch a whole thing on FDR? Did you watch it? He was a very important president. I credit, Kennedy, of course, in terms of what he laid the groundwork for, and then Johnson followed up on. And then, of course, Barack Obama.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah. I think he's one.
So she ranked the top 3 presidents as FDR, Kennedy, and Obama. Carrie, Ohio, who are your top 3 presidents of all time?
I'd have to say Washington, Reagan, and Donald Trump.
Washington, Reagan, Donald Trump. Okay, I got you. That's 3 good picks. Chat, put your top 3 in the chat. Carrie, what would you like to say this morning, brother?
Well, so nobody was calling in, and you had that up on the screen this morning about population down to 4 billion. Do you remember
you like that?
Do you remember all the plastic coffins that were on trains going through Georgia?
I'm gonna say no because it's vague. I don't remember the entire thing there. Fill me in.
But there was train loads of green plastic coffins that were going through Georgia, and they put them in a big area that was fenced in. I wonder if that was part of the population control that they were trying to do, and that they thought that the algae virus was going to take out a lot more people than it did.
I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Thank you for calling, Gary. God bless you. This thing here from good friend of mine, Scott Pressler. I'm in tears. I'm screaming. The Pennsylvania Department of State just conducted one of the biggest purges of the year. Democrats were purged on the voter rolls. They got rid of tens of thousands of voters. Scott Pressler, absolute legend. I mean, they just basically took all the names off the headstones, probably. That's probably what happened here. I want to see what else we've got. There was something else I saw rolling in the news this morning. Trump issues final last chance warning. Let's go line 4. What do you got?
Hey, good morning. Ben, have you ever been to Hong Kong?
Been to Hong Kong, I have.
Yeah. I lived there for about a year in high school, freshman year. And 2 Hongs do not make a right. Governor Huang is not Chinese, she's Korean, but I know the difference. And
okay.
I think she's terrible. The Hong,
well, I appreciate that. I think she'll probably win.
God almighty, they can't be winning. This is a nightmare.
What do you want to think? What you want to make a wager? I bet they win.
Oh, geez, no.
And I bet you this Abdul Saeed also wins the Senate seat in Michigan.
You know, they've been winning a few places, and they very well may be, but what I don't understand is the whole thing I've been saying over and over, that they're not eligible and that's why they've had.
You can say that all you want. They're on the ballot.
But the reason
it doesn't
they're on
matter.
the ballot is because they've infiltrated the Democratic Party. And it's
it
not
doesn't
for the money.
matter.
They're broke. The $2 million.
You can say they're not eligible. Right. They're on the ballot.
Well, they aren't. They are not. On their own party, a communist isn't eligible. You think you can just run as a communist in America? Hell no. Look it up.
Tommy,
yeah, great show.
Is water wet? Is water wet?
Sometimes it's dry ice.
Dry ice. Okay.
And sometimes it's fluid too. I fly in it for 21 years. Remember, I'm not supposed to.
All right. Okay.
No, it's not always wet.
All right. Water's wet.
On
Democrats are corrupt. They're going to run. They're on the ballot. Accept it. Accept it. Accept it. In the words of the Democrat Party, shut up, slave. Back in the coal mine. Get back in there, you loser. Let's see here. I don't want to play that one. I think that one's good. No, yeah, this is some guys over at, well, I don't even know if I want to play that. I don't want to upset anybody. Let me get rid of Motorboat there. Get rid of that one. Let's go here. I like this guy. Aaron Rodgers. I used to not care for pro athletes. Actually, I still don't care for pro athletes. I think they're elitist. But listen to what he says. This is pretty good.
A couple times today, because you've been very open about coming back for this year, last rodeo, and you talked about your wife saying, hey, have another year. Mike McCarthy being here, obviously a big deal. Can you tell us about the mindset of coming into your last season? Like, that's a real...
Oh, he's going to plead the fifth. Let's go here. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Good morning, Ben. It's Dawn from Reading, PA.
Dawn, Reading, PA.
I saw the interview with Aaron Rodgers. Absolutely epic. As far as Spokane, Washington is going, I have friends that live there. I used to live in northern Idaho. They are not even getting warned, and the winds are so high. The embers are flowing across a mile-wide lake and starting fires across the far side. I don't know how they're going to fire break it when it goes across a mile river lake. I don't understand that one. It's crazy.
Well, let me ask you this, Dawn and Reading. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
think we should continue to send money to Ukraine or maybe some firefighters to Washington State?
Hell, the firefighters. I have always said this country needs to be run like a business, not a charity. And the charity needs to start at home, not everywhere else. That's my humble opinion. And quit bringing third world into our country. I'm done with this.
You sound like a white nationalist caring about your own country first. What the hell is wrong with you, Dawn and Reading? I mean,
Well,
that's the
gotta
move,
say-
right? Think of the children. You're racist. Give more money to countries that hate us, blah, 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 right?
Yeah, well, that's not where I'm at. I never have been, actually. So
I mean,
don't
this
know.
is a disaster. This is a
It is
real
awful.
disaster.
Well, my friend Carrie, one of her kids already lost their homes, and she's been posting, hey, this is what you need to do. Get ready, because, and like she said, you have to assume you're going to lose your home. So get your place ready.
Yeah. God bless you, Dawn and Reading, you
Thanks,
white
Ben.
nationalist bastard. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. Some super chats rolling in. Can you recommend a good cigar? MAGA Strong. I'm going to tell you my favorite cigar. Actually, I'll show you. Hold up. I will show you my favorite cigar. My humidor is right here. Let's go. Actually, well, let's see if I've got one right here. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you a little. These are two of my favorite cigars. This is an Opus X. The good thing about Opus tobacco is, Opus X, most tobacco is only aged about a year. This is the Opus Templo of Oro, okay? This is Dominican tobacco. A lot of tobacco for cigars is Nicaraguan tobacco. A lot of people like Nicaraguan tobacco. What they did is they took Cuban seed and they went to Nicaragua and started farms. There's something about the dirt in two specific places that makes the cigars better. Cuba, it could be all the communism in the dirt or blood. And the other place I like getting cigars from is Dominican Republic. One half of the island is Haiti, which is a shithole. And the other half is the DR, Dominican Republic, which is basically like the Garden of Eden. And these Opus X's are from Dominican Republic. I love Dominican tobacco. Now, the other really good cigar, and that's get anything made by Fuente. The Don Carlos number 4 is like a daily cigar that I smoke. That's my daily cigar. Every now and then I do smoke some Nicaraguan tobacco, and this one's called a Feral Pig. This is made by a company called Drew Estate, and it's called a Feral Pig, like a wild pig. And I usually smoke these on Ramadan in celebration of the dietary restrictions for the people that follow Ramadan. So there you go. Let's go Milo in Ohio. Make me feel smarter today, Milo. You always have a way of doing that.
Well,
Well, I know it's 50-50. Sometimes you get mad at me.
I don't get mad. I just laugh.
I feel like I am definitely nervous about this Tucker Carlson because I like to look at it this way. You know, when you remember that clip when Obama, the hot mic, where he's like told Putin, like, when I get into office, I'll be in a better position to make a deal with you, right?
Oh yeah, right. I love that quote. That's a great quote. Yeah.
And then we have Hillary Clinton allowing the sale of Fusion 1, right? Which is the uranium coming to the Russians. So, and then we have Tucker Carlson now flying over to Qatar. Tucker Carlson interviewed Putin, right? Basically put down America, saying Moscow is so great, but...
I love the smell of Moscow in the morning.
Yeah. So what my question is why do you not want to support the people who are taking out the Russians for us? Why do you think Russia or Ukraine is so corrupt? It's because of our involvement over there, Russian involvements over there. Those people don't have a chance to even pick a side because they're forced to it. There's no Ukrainian that wants to be controlled by Russia. They've been treated like garbage during like the USSR. I mean, they were treated like crap. And it's like,
I love knowing that you are my token Ukraine supporter.
Well, my question is what is your issue? So we can have this conversation with Donald Trump. The first day in office, when he had a meeting, when he got elected back in, they asked you, are you going to bail on Ukraine? He said,
okay, here we go. Milo, I want to ask some questions here. I want to ask some questions. How much money do you...
He's never going to send the money. We're never going to send the money.
You're not letting me talk, and it's my show, Milo.
Right, I know.
That's the game.
Go ahead.
The game is it's Ben's show. He gets to talk.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
And then I give you a chance. And I gave you a chance. How much money have you personally sent to Ukraine this month? It's August 4th. Payday just happened. How much money have you sent to Ukraine this month?
I don't have any money. I don't
Wait
have
a
any
second.
money to send anybody.
Why don't you have any money to send anyone?
Because I just want to buy bullets.
You don't have a job? Wait.
No,
you don't have a job?
I do, but I support.
You
my
have a
family.
job.
Yeah.
You have chosen to neglect the people of Ukraine by not sending them some of your money. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I haven't sent Israel any money in, and I love Israel.
We're talking about Ukraine. Milo, stay on target.
Yeah.
If I could tap you on the forehead, I would. Stay on target. So you have chosen to not send any of your money to Ukraine, but yet you want the American taxpayers to send money to Ukraine. Is that what you're telling me this morning?
Donald Trump will not send him our money directly. He sells weapons to NATO.
How much? Hold on. I don't give a shit about selling anything to NATO. How much money have we sent to Ukraine since Biden came into office? How much?
Yeah, but that's the whole point.
You're doing this.
Russia,
but you sound like a chicken. But you sound like a chicken, Milo. How much money is too much money?
Billions of dollars, but that was the scandal, right?
But that was the scandal.
Well, Ukraine, Zelensky also found 11 people that were in on the scandal stealing money,
you're off
right?
topic. You're losing the point here. You're telling me to support Ukraine, but you didn't send any of your own money this month to Ukraine. I think you're a white nationalist. You hate Ukraine. You hate women. You hate children. You hate everyone. And you consider you're buying bullets. You're a hypocrite, Milo.
I want whatever needs to be done to stop Russia meddling in our country. Okay.
So sending more money to Ukraine would do that.
Fighting Russia, keeping them out of Ukraine, because if they go if they control Ukraine, all of that economy they get to put into their own coffers.
Milo? My turn.
Send my tax dollars over there.
How many Ukraine flags do you have on your Subaru?
None.
You do
I don't
drive a
care
Subaru.
about Ukraine. I care about us.
Milo, here's a clip for you. Here's a clip for you. Them waving Ukraine flags in Congress. There's Matt Gaetz. I'm sure he's touching a little kid. There you go.
You
All
gotta
right.
understand, Russian.
Milo, goodbye. Milo wants you to send money to Ukraine while he buys bullets. Milo, how dare you? Man, Milo, how dare you, you dirty, rotten white nationalist. Come on, don't come on here and tell me to send money to Ukraine while you're buying bullets. Milo, what the hell is wrong with you, you arrogant bastard? Milo, I love you. And you make me feel smarter every time you call in. Every single phone call, Milo makes me smarter.
We come to this place for MAGA.
See if you can spot all the Ukraine flags. Spot the Ukraine flags in this clip from Milo.
To fight, 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 and win, win, win. Because we need that, all of us. The indescribable feeling we get when we hear the national
Ukraine
anthem.
flags.
And stand together, stronger than ever before. Under this administration, we're going somewhere we've never been. We aren't just watching history.
Here we go. We got another Ukraine voter. James in Ukraine. What do you got, James?
Well, I can tell you about Ukraine real quick. I don't support them. I support Russia.
Is Milo a hypocrite?
The reason I do that is because in Russia, it's illegal. It's illegal to mutilate children.
Why is Milo buying bullets for himself and wanting us to send money to Ukraine? What is he a hypocrite?
He could be a closet communist too.
I think
hope Milo didn't hear that.
Milo just sent a picture of himself here. We have a visual on Milo. We got a visual here on Milo.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, it's a lot of good things going on in Russia. They're more free over there in a lot of things than we are in the communist state of Virginia.
Is there any
It's
difference? Is there any difference right now between the two? Because I think Zelensky is a dictator. He won't allow free and fair elections. Putin, the same thing. I'm more worried about America. James, thank you for calling from Ukraine. We've got line one. What part of Ukraine are you calling from?
Shit, I'm not in Ukraine. I'm calling from Texas, and this is B-Rad.
B-Rad in Texas. B-Rad, let me ask you this. How many times are you going to vote for James Tallarico?
Yeah, right. How many times are you gonna vote for Tallarico?
I've already voted 37 times for James Tallarico this morning.
Okay, so that means I got to vote 37 times for Ken Paxton.
You betcha. You betcha.
So I can, make your votes null and void.
You got to cancel me out. You got to cancel me out. What would you like to say this morning, B-Rad? Let's hear it.
I got to call and what the hell's Milo thinking? How come he's not, since he loves Ukraine so much, how come he's not over there fighting on the front line for them?
Why is he not sending his own money? He said he was buying ammo.
Well, but his life is more important. I mean, yes, he's buying ammo. What is he going to do? Is he getting ready to go back over to Ukraine to fight on the front lines for them?
Let me ask you this. How is anyone pro-Ukraine? And I mean, if you're pro-Ukraine, I think you're anti-America.
Well, if you're pro-Ukraine, you got something wrong with your noodle upstairs. I mean,
we've sent enough money over there. That's my thoughts. We've sent enough cash there. That's my theory.
All that cash came back to the Democrat Party and all that other stuff. It's already been proven.
God bless you. Thank you for calling, Brad. You're the best. I don't care what Milo says about you. Take care. There you go. I'm going to plead the fifth like the absolute coward Tony Fauci. I would never wear a jersey for like another dude I would never wear a jersey, like a dude's jersey. But this guy got some brownie points. He really got some brownie points. That's my thoughts there. Let's see here. What else do we got? Okay. I think we're out. Dive. Let's roll the dive.
On the watch, on the 1MC, pass the word. Dive, sound 2 blasts of dive alarm, pass the word, dive. Dive. Dive.
Here we go again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. We don't know we'll be through. Hey, rally. A long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter just inside here. Turns out I gave them 5 years. Had to get out of boot camp. They won't light the smoking lamp. Now I'm a submariner. Rolling in the deep, sir. Top secret mission, hush. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. Can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead, might as well just be dead. Long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. Say Riley. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? I've been to Korea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Hey, Riley.
Guys, there's a real demoralization campaign that's happening right now in America, and this is one of them right here. Don't fall for this shit.
I was a part of that institution. I wish I never was. And
you wish you were never a Navy SEAL?
I mean, I don't regret it. I enjoyed my time there, but I mean, it just, I obviously don't align with the ethics and whatever value system they're going off of, which doesn't seem to be much.
doesn't align with the ethics. First comment, doesn't align with SEAL ethics, says the former booger sugar trafficker. Okay, let's get back to the ethics. Tell me about your ethics.
But anyways, so the point being is that's just one institution inside of the U.S. Navy.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. One small, like very SEAL teams, very, very small part of the U.S. Navy. And then he's talking about Ranger Battalion. And then,
so here's what's going on right now. This guy right here is worth about $50 million. That's his net worth. He goes on to a show with another guy worth $100 million to say how bad America is. If you fall for this, you are a mouth breather. You're an absolute mouth breather if you fall for this op. That's what this is, ladies and gentlemen. It's a damn op. If you fall for it, you're dumber than he is. You're dumber than he is. Here, let me show you this. This is, I didn't want to show this, but I will. These are the guys over at the Drinking Bros podcast. Drinking Bros. I know these guys. Here, just watch this. This is classic. I hate to use that term classic, but it's classic. Listen to this. Drinking Bros podcast. Classic.
Sean Ryan is on Tucker Carlson today. So they released a trailer for this thing for the audio listeners last night.
everything is a lie.
And then Trump, the last hope.
I interviewed this guy, Pete Blaber. Pete Blaber was a colonel over at Delta. They sent him some imagery, and Pete was like, that's a water truck. Huge water truck, because they're in the middle of the desert. And they totally discarded everything and launched the invasion.
I'm not going to defend the decisions made to get into Iraq, but it was based primarily on a German asset called Curveball, who turned out to be nobody in particular. This is the problem with Sean Ryan, the biggest problem. I don't think he's a bad dude necessarily. I think he's weak and stupid. And that's worse than being bad, because he's too weak to stand up to anybody on his show ever. It's never happened. And stupid insofar as he didn't know that very basic detail that I just told you. I'm sure he would parrot the same dumb shit like Israel wanted us in Iraq. It's also not true. They were trying to get us to go to Iran, not Iraq.
Yeah.
Or on. That's documented. The thing that he just said, Delta came up with yada, yada, yada. No. Delta didn't. That guy did that he talked to. That one guy did.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go. Guys, gals, girls, I ain't got time for this. I got to go to work.